Yes, yes, yes. What's up, y'all? Why does it look like this? Looks super, super close. I don't know if I like it like that. I'm using a different camera. I'm using a new camera right now, so it may look a little different than what y'all used to. My other camera is here. My main camera is here, but I'm using a different camera. I'm staying on brand for 2025. I actually don't like the way this looks at all. I should have probably checked it out before I started recording, but we're gonna go with it. We're actually gonna go with it. So staying on brand for 2025. I got the, I don't know if y'all can see that, rainwater lily crackling wood wick. I got that burning, and I got, how many did I write down? 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 15, and we staying on brand for 2025 in terms of a new theme, a new idea, a new concept. Every video is going to be a different concept. I may expand. I may do 2 videos, 3 videos. I don't know what I don't know what 2025 is going to bring. But as of right now, this video, as you can see from the title, is about, it is about reasons we meet people, reasons why we don't meet people on accident. Like, everybody we meet in our life is there for a reason. They're there for a reason. And yeah, I got my tea. It's a blueberry green tea. I'll be drinking that once it cools down a little bit. I don't like this camera being so close to my face, but we're gonna rock with it. And maybe I could edit it in post, so maybe it's just gonna be like this. I don't know. I look ashy, but we're gonna get straight into it. I got 15 different reasons why people enter your life. Nothing is by mistake. Nothing is on accident. And I got the 432s playing a little bit in the background too. So yeah, I may be able to hear it. I may not be able to hear it. Let me see. Yeah, I like the setup. I kind of do like the setup. So the first one is roadblocks and redirections. Roadblocks and redirections. Some people come into your life to challenge you and to temporarily delay your forward progress, right? And you got to be wary of the type of people that come into your life. And you also got to be wary, first and foremost, of the energy you bring into other people's lives. Why are you in certain people's lives? You gotta understand why you're in certain people's lives. So roadblocks and redirectors, their purpose, their role is to create pauses or obstacles, forcing you to rethink or plan, adapt or pivot. These delays often protect you from making hasty decisions or heading down a path that aren't aligned with your higher purposes. Example, a boss who micromanages you might push you to reconsider your career path, ultimately leading you to discover your true passion. Yeah, I agree with that one. I mean, obviously, but some of them, we'll get there. So roadblocks and redirectors. When you find someone that's in your life that is challenging you, it's not necessarily a negative thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing. You just gotta figure out how to navigate through all of that. Assignments and teachers, right? Some people are here to teach you specific life lessons, right? And you're also in people's lives to teach them lessons, right? You always gotta look at it from both ways, right? You're obviously, everybody that you meet is in your life for a reason, and you're also in their life for a reason. So you gotta figure out how you can add to people's lives and make their lives easier and not bad. So being a teacher is a good aspect, right? A teacher serves as mirrors reflecting parts of yourself you need to confront, heal, or grow from. These lessons may come in a form of joy, heartbreak, frustration, or inspiration. A romantic partner who challenges your boundaries may teach you self-worth and how to set limits. A friend who betrays you may teach you discernment and forgiveness, right? I think forgiveness, and who's the guy? I forgot the guy's name. But I just seen a video of his about forgiveness, and he was like, "Yeah, I can forgive you, but the forgiveness is for me. It's not for you. I'm gonna forgive you so that I can move on, and I could have no ill will towards you, and have no malice or no cringe towards you as a person. And I'll forgive you and let you go on with your life. So that's assignments and teachers. Angels. Obviously, angels is going to be a positive one. So be an angel in someone's life. Try to be an angel in someone's life. Some people here are protect and guide you, often appearing as critical junctures. Appearing at critical junctures. They remind you to stay grounded, safe, connected, and love kindness. Love kindness and exude kindness and be kind, right? Sometimes they appear in fleeting moments, offering guidance or support when you need it most. And sometimes you don't even realize that you need the support. You don't need the guidance. You don't realize that you needed guidance in that moment. And they come just on time. And it can be a stranger who gives you encouraging words during a tough day, or someone who saves you from a bad decision without you even realizing it. And I kind of hope deep down inside of me that I could be an angel for some of y'all as y'all watching some of these videos and y'all learning about yourselves and y'all getting to understand who you are and your purpose in life currently, because your purpose changes often. The more knowledge you get, the more you're capable of, and the more your purpose in life will change. So hopefully I could be an angel for some of you guys, and just even if just one thing that I say can change your mind and guide you down the right path. And this next one also, a guidepost. A guidepost is someone who symbolizes what you want or need in life and motivates you to stay on course. I'm very heavy on staying on course, being 1% better every single day, getting better every single day, and aligning yourself with your goals. You gotta reconstruct and deconstruct what it is that you want to be. If you want to be a doctor, you gotta figure out what it takes to be a doctor and reverse engineer it, right? And me, I don't know the ways to become a doctor. I mean, I do know the ways to become a doctor. It's pretty straightforward. But I want these videos and these conversations that we have to be a guidepost and just keeping you motivated, keeping you structured, and keeping you understanding that you have to put the work in and to keep you on course, right? I inspire you by representing the qualities and achievements you aspire to obtain. Their presence fuels your determination to align your life with your goals, right? A successful entrepreneur you admire could motivate you to take action on your dream. A friend's healthy relationship might inspire you to seek emotional stability. And both of those things I preach. We're gonna say preach, right? Is emotional intelligence, emotional stability, and staying fervent and forthright in achieving your goals and doing the small things that it takes to achieve the goals that you want to achieve, right? Your tribe. Some people here for the long haul, forming your support system. And I feel like I have a tribe. But it's in a different context, right? So some people, the purpose of a tribe, they nurture your soul, provide unconditional love, and help you weather life's challenges. These are your people and ones who feel like home, right? Example, close friends, family, long-term partners who understand you on a deeper level and remain consistent through life's ups and downs, right? We all go through ups and downs, and sometimes we don't even feel confident within ourselves, but the people that are around us, our tribe, bring us that confidence or keeps let's say keeps a constant in our life, right? Because you can have ups and downs. You can lose a job, get a new job. You could lose money, get new money, whatever. Certain things change in your life, but your friends and your tribe are the ones that are a constant in your life. No matter what happens, they're always going to be by your side. And no matter what happens, you're always going to be by their side. And it's never no judgment. It's never no, oh, you changed, so I can't align with you anymore. They find ways to align with you no matter what. And even if you guys have big differences, it's never anything that's going to destroy the relationship. It's never something that's going to destroy the tribe. I have a couple people in my life that's like that, that no matter what happens, we can go in complete opposite directions. And no matter what, we're still going to have a bond to where we're not affected, right? We still hold the same value. We still value each other the same way. So number 6 is triggers and shadow revealers, right? Some people come into your life to push your buttons and expose unresolved issues. Their role is to highlight your shadow side, the fears, insecurities, or past traumas you've buried. Facing these triggers allow you to heal and grow, and I want to also be that for people too. I want you to be able to figure out what's good about you and also what's bad about you, and actually be honest with yourself, right? You don't have to tell me, but when you go home at the end of the day, or you're driving, whatever the case may be, you got to break yourself down. And it sounds horrible, it sounds like a lot, but I encourage that openness with yourself, because if you can't be open with yourself, you can't be open with anybody. So I encourage exploring your dark side, and exploring it and figuring out what it is that makes you bad and figure out what makes you good, and what triggers you, and what, you know, how you can alleviate some of those triggers in your life to have a more fulfilling lifestyle, right? An example of a trigger or shadow revealer is a coworker who constantly annoys you. Who consistently annoys you might force you to confront your needs for control and your fear for criticism, right? So a lot of these things can come from so many different places, and it may be a micro, it may be small, but it can trigger a big thing, right? One little comment can trigger you, and then you have to dig deep within yourself to figure out why you're triggered. It's not the person's fault that they, you know, expressed themselves the way they did, but it's your fault you reacted the way you did. It's your fault you got triggered. So remember, as I always say, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. So always react to anything that happens to you in a positive light, and always take the time to step back and say, okay, why am I triggered by this, or why is this affecting me, right? It's not necessarily the person, you know what I mean? And if it is the person, then you got to figure out why that, you know what I mean, why that person has the power to trigger you. So number 7 is reflectors. It's not too hot. Reflectors. Some people reflect who you currently are or who you have been, right? The purpose, they hold a mirror to your behaviors, attitude, and beliefs, helping you to see yourself more clearly. This reflection can inspire you to embrace change or affirm your growth. Excuse me. An example is a friend stuck in self-doubt might remind you of where you used to be and encourage gratitude for how far you've come, right? And it happens a lot because a lot of us go through the same things, and you may see yourself in other people. You may see like, wow, this person, let's go with a job, like a new someone that comes into the job new, and they are the same way you was when you started the job, right, when you were new, and you see yourself in them like they are, let's say, green, and they don't know anything yet. So you got to step in and, you know, help them get to where they need to be. So reflectors are people that you can see yourself in, right? And it could be on both sides. It could be a negative side, and it could be a positive side, right? I like to see myself. I like to see the good in people and reflect that onto myself. Like, oh, he did a good deed. I remember when I did that good deed. I don't like to take the negative aspects of people and reflect that onto myself, if that makes sense. So number 8 is destiny connectors. Some people serve as bridges to new opportunities and new relationships. Yeah. They introduce you to people, ideas, and experiments that align with your life purpose or dreams. Their role is to connect you to your next chapter. That's another thing that I want to be for people, right? I want to inspire people to figure out what their next chapter is, whether it's something that I'm doing or just me being able to inspire them to figure out what it is that they want to do, right? Because I can't do everything in the world, right? But I can inspire you no matter what it is that you want to do, even if I don't align with it, right? Like I said, I had a friend that wanted to be a cop. I told him I didn't necessarily tell him I don't think he should be a cop, but I still encourage him to do that because that's his life, that's his destiny, that's what he wants to do. I'm gonna encourage it, and I want to be able to connect people to their destinies as maybe a motivation, because a lot of people they need that motivation, they need that outside confidence to be able to say, okay, I can do it. Because some people, they say, oh, I want to do this, but they don't really have the confidence to do it, because it's all in how you speak as well. You can say, "Oh, I want to do this," instead of saying, "I want to do this." Say, "I'm going to do this." Right? You got to reframe your thought process and how you look at things. So I'm always saying that this is what I'm gonna do. It's not what I want to do, even though it is what I want to do. It's what I'm going to do. When you say this is what I want to do, 9 times out of 10 you're not gonna do it because you want to do it. Are you going to do it? You know what I mean? If some people say, oh, I want to wake up early, and then they snooze their alarm 5 times, like you're not doing it. Instead of saying, I'm going to wake up early, and as soon as that alarm goes off, they get up and go get it. You know what I mean? Get up and go get it. This next one is something that I'm not gonna say 1000% sure. I'm sure a lot of people have been through this one. Temporary companions. Temporary companions. Some people are meant to walk with you for a very short season and a very short period of time, right? So their purpose. Let me go back right quick. No, all right. I wrote something under Destiny Connectors, which is a network event contact who leads you to your dream job, or a friend who introduces you to your soulmate. Yeah, but let's go back to number 9, which is temporary companions. They provide companionship, support, and joy during a specific phase of your life. Their presence is valuable, even if not permanent. And again, I'm sure we've all been through this. We've all had people in our lives that just brought joy to our lives, and we enjoyed them, but then it ends. For whatever reason, it just stops. Like, maybe your fault, maybe their fault, or maybe just natural separation, natural, like, the word attrition keeps coming to mind, but it's not attrition. Natural life. Like, you just grow different in different paths, and you just go into different areas, right? So, this could be obviously a relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be a roommate in college who provides emotional support during tough times, but drift apart after graduation, right? It could be a coworker that you really connect with at work, and then either one of you go on to a different job, or whatever the case may be. You got still working the same job, but you're working different shifts. I got people like that, but we still connected. Like, I could hit people up that were temporary, like, not necessarily a temporary friend, because they're still friends. You know what I mean? We just don't speak on a day-to-day basis as we used to when we were actually, in that friendship or living together, because obviously I moved to a different state. But shout out to my boy Rum. The day one and every day after, bro. So yeah, temporary companions, we all know, and we all been through that one. Trust me, and those are easy to spot as well, right? Challengers and competitors. Some people push us to level up by challenging our abilities and beliefs, and that's what I try to be. I try to challenge people and push them and be a competitor, not necessarily a competitor to them, but I try to challenge people to live up to their best potential, right? The purpose of a challenger is to spark healthy competition or force you to reconsider limited mindsets, pushing you to better. And that's solely what I do. I want, especially the people that's around me, right? But if you're watching this video, I want you to compete at the highest level of what you're capable of and achieve your goals to the highest ability of what you can achieve, right? And that starts, one, with being honest with yourself and breaking down your abilities and building up more abilities to add on to your repertoire, right? But I want to challenge people and set goals for them. And I've done that for people. I've set goals for people, and I've pushed them to achieve those goals and help them achieve those goals. That's what I want to be. I want to be a challenger, not necessarily a competitor, but I want to be a challenger, because I feel like we can all win. There's no real competition, right? There's only motivation. Unless it's a real competition, like if we're playing a game that we can both win or lose. But the game of life, everyone can win. Everyone can win. At least everyone in your immediate circle. All the other people, they're gonna have to suffer, because my team comes first, and I want my team to be rich, and that's in mind, body, and spirit, and then everything else will be added on to us, right? So an example of this is a rival at work might motivate you to sharpen your skills and become more innovative, right? And the way I like to do it, I like to, if I have a rival at work or someone that is in the same level that as me, and we're like not necessarily competing, but kind of competing because everyone wants to level up, and it's either gonna be me or you. I learn from you. I learn from you because at the end of the day, it just may be your turn. When that promotion comes up, I'm learning from you. We're good. You know what I mean? You're learning from me. If you get that promotion, guess what? I'm next. And if you get that promotion, I stay on your good side, and then we come up together. You know what I mean? You just got there before me, and that's what I say. It's no real, it's competition in life, but we can all win. We all gonna have our time to succeed. We got healers. I know some healers in my life, and people that I met them under a different context than what they turned out to be, right? And a lot of them are healers. Like a lot of people I've wanted different things with, or I wanted the friendship to look a different way, and it turns out that it's better off in a different aspect, right? And it's not like relationship or anything like that. It's just like just how the friendship grew, right? So some people come into your life to help you heal emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Their presence helps you release pain, find closure, and discover your inner peace. They are often empathetic and deeply intuitive. Correct. Example may be a therapist, a mentor, or friend who helps you navigate difficult breakup or personal crisis. I don't think personally I don't align with that one. But that's what it said in my research, so I wrote it down. But yeah, healers, and these are easy to spot too, because they hold you accountable. And being held accountable is very healing. It's a good thing to be held accountable. Number 12 is soul contracts. A lot of us has been through this one too, right? Soul contracts. Some relationships are predestined to fulfill a greater spiritual purpose. The purpose of a soul contract are people with whom you've shared deep connection in past lives. If you believe in this perspective, they reappear to help you resolve karma or complete unfinished lessons. A friendship that feels instantly familiar but tests you intensely might be tied to unresolved energy from a past connection. Yeah, that's more on the spiritual side, and I kind of align with it. Some people you just instantly connect with, and it feels right, and then they can also be temporary companions too, right? Because they're just there to heal you, leave, and then they'll come back in a different form and heal you again later, because we're always in a healing process, right? You may be healed from one thing, and then you got to heal from the next thing, and it's a what's the word? It's not a roller coaster, but it's just a process. So number 12 is soul contracts. Number 13 is energy vampires, man. Energy vampires is a real thing. Some people come into our lives to drain our energy and teach us to protect it. Protect your energy, man. Please, there's people in this world that literally just wants to make you as miserable as them. And that's what vampires do. They literally just attack you, and they try to turn you into what they are. And it's just draining. It's draining. You got to be able to have that garlic around your neck and understand that your energy is yours, and you're not going to let anybody come in and affect it. Right? Stay truthfully you, stay purposeful, and stay mindful, right? So energy vampires, they force you to recognize the importance of boundaries and self-care. Yes, set boundaries. When you got people that's just negative all the time, just put that over there, man. That's we're not going to get into that. A toxic friend or partner who's taking more than they can give, teaching you the value of walking away. Yeah, I've not been with, but I know a lot of energy vampires who just take, and they have nothing to give, and I've cut people off because I've recognized them as the energy vampire that they are, and I continued on with my life, right? And there's no ill malice to them. It's just not something that I need in my life. It's not something that I subscribe to. So, cut them off and keep it pushing. The supportive stranger, that's me. That's definitely me. I'm a stranger on YouTube. You guys don't know me personally, but I support you in all your goals. I support you in all your dreams and all your endeavors, right? I'm here to make sure that you achieve what you can achieve, because the more you achieve, the better it is for me. Honestly, some people appear only briefly but leave a lasting impact. Yeah, these little 30-minute videos, I'm not gonna say little, but these 30-minute videos are chock full of information, and if you could just take one aspect of it and learn and grow from it, I've achieved my job, right? Excuse me. I'm here to support every and everybody, right? Because I have no competition. When you succeed and when you grow, it's better for me. It's better for me. I like seeing people succeed. I like seeing people meet their goals and grow. So I like. An example is a stranger who offers advice that shifts your perspective, or someone who helps you in an unexpected moment of need. Yeah, I've done that. I've helped people randomly on random days at random times. I'm just walking in the street. I could tell someone's in distress and I help them. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be monetarily. They could be lost and I can direct them to where the bus is at or what bus to get on to get to where they need to go. I pride myself in being a supportive stranger, because sometimes I need support. And if it comes from a stranger, I take it. I take the support from wherever I can get it. Something in my eye. What's next? Number 15, the last one. Pretty good. Some people come into your life to test your resilience. Some people challenge your emotional strength and perseverance. Yeah, they challenge your resilience, and people want to see you fail. There's people in this world that literally want to see you fail, right? They want to see you hurt, and they want to you have this aura about you, and they take pride in breaking it. They take pride in taking away from what you have, right? They force you to confront your limits and grow stronger through adversity. A difficult boss or breakup that pushes you to redefine your self-worth and independence. Your self-worth and independence is paramount. Having self-worth and having your independence is paramount. Please make sure you build on your self-worth every single day. This is why small wins matter. It builds up your confidence. It builds up your aura around you, that you know you are untouchable, right? You're going to take losses. We all going to take our losses, but your self-worth needs to stay intact. So, other than that, every encounter serves a purpose, whether it's to teach, heal, challenge, inspire, or redirect you. The key is to reflect on those roles people play in your life and what they reveal about your journey. By understanding the why behind these connections, you can embrace each experience as a stepping stone towards your growth and ultimate fulfillment. So, be honest with the people that's in your life. Be honest with what they bring to your life, how they bring it to your life, and if it's worth having them in your life. You got to be selfish with your life, because at the end of the day, you're the only one that's going to be affected by it, right? The things that you do in your life are going to affect you first and foremost, and then it'll trickle down to the people around you. And you need to have people in your life that add to your life, not take away from your life. It may be people at your job that you have to deal with. You need to or people in life in general, not necessarily at work, but people that you have to deal with in order to, whatever the case may be. I just said job because it's the easiest thing to relate to. Everyone has a job, and everyone has people at their job that may be a boss or a coworker or someone that's under you that just brings negative energy, and you need to be able to separate yourself from that and be able to deal with it however you deal with it, but don't let it affect your outside life, right? I've never taken work home with me. I've never taken the people at work home with me. Like, whatever happens at that job for these 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, whatever, how many hours I work in that day, once I leave that building, once I turn off my computer, whatever the case may be, life is good. I have no ill will towards anybody, right? And I'm just, I wouldn't say perfect, but just unaffected. Fully unaffected, and we have to be that way. And that's for people that you can't necessarily cut off, but other people that just bring you down, or every time you hang out with them is something negative, or they need something from you and they don't add anything to you, they don't add any value to your life. You got to be able to recognize that and be able to cut it off, be able to just cut it off. And with that, I'm going to leave you guys in love. I'm going to release you guys in love, release you guys in understanding. And my challenge is to go out there and take inventory of the people in your life. Take inventory of the people in your life, and if they gotta get cut off, if you gotta move on and do what you gotta do for you, do it. 2025 is the year of, what is 2025? 2025 is the year of connection. It's a year of connection, year of growth, year of understanding, and a year of enlightenment, and a year of getting to know ourselves even better. I want y'all to go back and watch the 100 Simple Life Truths, right? And watch all those videos and take the things that I say into them into consideration. And if it aligns with you, it aligns. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But the main thing you got to do is break yourself down, learn yourself. If you can't move in life if you don't know yourself, if you don't know how your actions are affecting you. So break yourself down, learn yourself, and grow and let the people that you surround yourself be addition to your life, not a hindrance, right? Don't let anyone hinder your life or take away from the things that you got going on. With that being said, again, I'm gonna release y'all in love. I hope everyone has a great end of the week. It is Friday currently today, I think. Yes, Friday. And that's it. That's all I got. I release y'all in love, man. Be safe out there.